Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Prestige Estates Q2 FY25 earnings conference call hosted by Axis Capital Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Pritesh Seth from Axis Capital Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tanmaya. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the call. We have with us the management of Prestige Estates, represented by Mr. Irfan Razak, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Zaid Nauman, Executive Director, and Mr. Amit Moore, who is the Chief Financial Officer. I'll now hand over the call to the management for their initial comments. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Ritesh, and it's a pleasure for us to be on this call again. All of you would have seen what the performance of the company has been. As usual, the operational results, according to me, they have been very good under the circumstances that the company did not have too much inventory. In spite of that, we've done a great amount of sales top line. As far as the financial results are concerned, it's a function of how the accounting system, they are in that index, and then all our revenues are back-ended as long as when the completions happen. So I think the market is good. There's a demand, and the demand continues to be there as long as we have the product and the location, which is the mid-income. And I believe that there is enough and plenty of demand that will keep coming. We at the company have a lot of launches in the pipeline for this quarter and the next quarter, and we are working relentlessly to see that we get the approvals and the RERA number for most of the projects that we want to launch in this quarter as well as in the next. With this, I'll ask Zaid to give his comments and then Amit also, and then we'll take question and answer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Prestige Estates Q2 and first half of FY25 earnings call. I'll begin by providing an overview of our key performance highlights of the quarter and first half of the fiscal year. First things first, we're pleased to announce the successful completion of our QIP during Q2, raising 5,000 crores. This issuance was met with an overwhelming response, and we extend our sincere gratitude to our investors for the confidence you placed in us. The funds raised will be primarily used allocated towards debt reduction, business expansion, and equity investments in SPV. Of these funds, 872 crores have already been used to pay down debt during Q2, and 230 crores has been allocated towards business development and investment in subsidiaries. On our operational performance, we've achieved a total sales of 4,226 crores for Q2 FY25, bringing our first half of FY25 sales to 7,052 crores. In terms of sales volume, we've recorded 3 million square feet in Q2, with the half-year total reaching 5.87 million square feet. We sold 1,366 units this quarter, coming up to 2,730 units sold for the first half of FY25. Geographically, our sales mix for the quarter reflects 51% from Bangalore, 25% from Mumbai, and 26% from Hyderabad. Moving to average realization rates, the average realization for apartments, villas, and commercial spaces in Q2 FY25 was 13,782 per square foot, while the half-year average was 13,010 rupees per square foot. On collections, we reported 2,737 crores for Q2 FY25, and for the first half of fiscal year, collections amount to 5,653 crores. In terms of project launches, I'm happy to say we successfully launched 3 projects covering 8.19 million square feet in Q2 of FY25. These include Prestige Raintree Park in Bangalore, Prestige Forest Hills Phase 1 in Mumbai, and Prestige Pine Forest in Bangalore. For the first half, we launched a total of 10 million square feet across these 5 projects, reinforcing our presence in key markets. The gross development value of these projects launched during the first half stood at 10,000 crores, of which Q2 launches contributed to 8,600 crores. Notably, our recently launched projects Raintree Park and Forest Hills have performed exceptionally well despite being introduced in the month of September, the last month of Q2, and during the sharp period. Even with those market conditions, we achieved sales of 1,600 crores in Raintree Park and 600 crores in Forest Hills, reflecting strong market acceptance for both the product and the price points. Additionally, our project completions remained on schedule, with 3 million square feet completed in Q2 FY25, covering developments such as Prestige Primrose Hills Phase 1 and Prestige Waterford in Bangalore. Moving to financial performance, our first half revenue was 4,448 crores, with an EBITDA of 1,709 crores, reflecting an EBITDA margin of 38.43%. PAT for the first half was 541 crores, with a margin of 12.18%. As of September 30th, our net debt stood at 3,592 crores, and our debt to equity ratio is down to 0.21. Our other business segments have shown great progress too. Starting with our office portfolio, leasing activity remains robust with an occupancy rate of 90% across our existing portfolio. As we approach the end of this financial year, the completion of Prestige Lakeshore Drive and Dial and further leasing, our exit rental for office will be at 720 crores. Looking further ahead, our exit rental is projected to reach 3,326 crores by FY28 once all ongoing and upcoming projects are completed. In terms of ESG, our ongoing achievements like the GRESB Green Star ratings, Wired Score Platinum certifications, LEED and WELL certifications, we are building spaces that prioritize well-being, digital resilience and sustainable practices. Turning to our retail segment, we've seen a strong performance in all our malls. Foot traffic during the first half crossed 9 million, with a gross turnover GPO of the retailers in our malls of over 1,100 crores and an impressive occupancy rate of 99.2%. The current exit rental for our retail segment stands at 217 crores. With 13 additional malls in the pipeline, our exit rental in our retail portfolio is expected to reach nearly 1,000 crores by FY29, further bolstering our portfolio value. On the hospitality front, our operating hotels have delivered revenues of 415 crores with a gross operating profit margin of 44%. We have a robust pipeline of 14 hotels with 3,000 odd keys projected to drive our revenue to 2,346 crores in the hospitality segment. We're looking forward to the coming quarter and launches of some major upcoming developments, including the Prestige City Indrapuram in NCR, Prestige Southern Star in Bangalore, Pallava Gardens in Chennai, Prestige Spring Heights in Hyderabad, and Prestige Beach Gardens in Goa. Some smaller projects in Bangalore and Hyderabad will also be launched, and our focus remains on disciplined growth and delivering sustained value to our stakeholders as we continue to capitalize on emerging opportunities within the real estate sector. Having said that, there are a lot of business development opportunities which we are currently working on, which will add into our pipeline. With this, I thank you for your patience and hearing me out, and I'll open the floor to questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use only handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Parikshit Kandpal from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Congratulations on a decent quarter. So my first question is on launches. So I think Zed did mention 4-5 launches. So in terms of timelines, so how far is the radar number away from the launch? Like for Southern Star and Indrapuram, these are 2 large chunky launches. So if you can highlight next in this quarter, which launch looks probable and when is the radar expected for these?
No, we are working relentlessly, very hard to get in Pallava Gardens from Chennai, Indrapuram, that is Prestige City in Noida. We are trying hard to get Southern Star in Bangalore, Sunset Park in Bangalore, all these to be launched this quarter. Of course, the plans have progressed very well, and we should get all these plans out in the next maximum 10 days. After which is the RERA and the launch. And as far as for launch, we are all in launch readiness. We have all the data, material, everything ready. And we do believe when we launch it, we should be able to sell substantially in the first 2 to 3 weeks. So that's our hope and desire. But we are working quite focused on this. But these should get launched this quarter.
Okay. So because of the ask is very high, in the first half we have done 7,000 crores of sales, and to meet the guidance of 24 or 25,000, we need to 18,000 to 19,000 in the second half in terms of pre-sales. That means this quarter needs to be really strong, almost close to 10,000 crores.
8 and 8, 16K in the next 2 quarters will be there. And I think we'll definitely be able to do it. But we're working hard on it. The demand is there. There is a requirement and there is a market. It's only that don't have the product, and the product is coming in. And of course, Nautilus in Mumbai will not come this quarter. It will come only in the next quarter.
So Parikshit, just to add on, apart from these projects, Q4 also will be launching a slew of projects, right, from Nautilus, KG Marg, Sector 150, we have a project in Noida, Rockcliffe. All of this will add up to that number to reach our annual target. So that way we are not very concerned. We are pushing very hard. I don't think in the history of any real estate company they've been launching these many projects quarter on quarter. Having said that, we're very focused and we're very confident, and each city we have a target and we will achieve those targets, be it for this quarter and the next.
I just missed it. Sanji said 16,000 or 18,000 for second half in pre-sales.
What happens is, since we've already done 8,000, another 16,000 will come in the second half, add up to the 24,000, which was our guidance, and I think we could maybe even exceed that guidance.
Great, sir. Great to get a reassurance on that guidance, given that we had slightly weaker H1. So just to understand, the second quarter was weak. Is it because of the approvals were getting delayed? Because generally what we understand from other developers in the market there is that there has been a significant delays in getting approvals. Even RERA has been extended, which used to come in 10 days, is now taking 20-25 days. So what is the current situation on approvals? And
it's the same situation. Is actually we have to really push really hard. Even my Chennai project, every day, every week, my chap tells me, sir, the plan is clear. It's getting uploaded. Even this afternoon when I talked to him, he said it's cleared. I said, man, from the last 3 weeks are telling me it is cleared, but what is the next step? So these guys, they've got too many tomorrows, and unfortunately we have no tomorrow. So there's a mismatch in how the governments function, and it's just not in Bangalore, it's across the country. But we are hopeful. We are hopeful that we'll be able to get these approvals, get the RERA number, and do the launches.
Okay. Just the last question, sir. In this quarter, sometime like we have announced the consolidation of stakes and the related party transactions. So if you can explain us, like, what was the rationale behind that, and how do we see, because still some more projects have related party stakes. So, and how much would the total expenditure would be, whether it has factored in or it will come in Q3? So.
I'll tell you, one company called Prestige Acres, it was 51% PEPL and 49% Pinnacle. Now, there are many projects in this company, Prestige Acres, including Goa and including, the Southern Star. So we thought that the best is for us to dilute Pinnacle fully, 51%, and make it 100% owned subsidiary of the company. And to that extent, we've done a very fair and very reasonable valuation, more in favor of the company, PEPL, and that stake has been 100% bought over by PEPL. Also going forward, what we did is we also diluted out of the 40% stake of Pinnacle in Triple PL, we diluted 16% of the stake, and the Pinnacle still holds only 24%. But these are all payments that need to be made, it will get done. And that way what happens is the company stake in Triple PL goes up by 76%, and in of course in Acres it's 100%. We also took over the K2K, which is a contracting arm of the company. It was holding 75% and 25% was held by another shareholder, and we bought off that 25%, so now it's a 100% owned subsidiary of PEPL. Similarly, there's a company called PGEPL, that is Prestige Garden Estates Private Limited. There also, whatever stake of the external shareholder was, we had given some ICD. So what we did is we got back the ICD and we bought our shares, and now PGPL is 100% shareholder of PGPL. Now PGPL is doing two projects in Hyderabad called Tranquil and Beverly Hills, and all the cash flows, inflows, everything will come accrue to PGPL. And the good news is both these projects, one project is completed. We just have quite a large number of money to be collected in Tranquil. And in Beverly Hills, also the project is almost completed. The OC will be coming in. And even that, we believe there will be a lot of positive cash flow, and there's no debt in that company. So it's a positive move for the company. Now finally, external shareholder, which is a related party, which you rightly said, will be 24%, which is Pinnacle and PPPL, which will, over maybe a period of time, we may endeavor to even buy that off and close it once and for all, so it will be 100% owned listing, but nothing is final just now. But so far, we've done this bit of restructuring.
So in terms of if Amit can come in, if he has the number handy, or I'll take it offline. So how much of total gross development value was transferred through this stake buyout, and how much would be the payout for the same?
Amit, please come in.
So, in PPPL, the gross development value was close to 47.
Overall consolidated value is fine, sir. I don't want entity-wise. If you can give me the entire. If you have
between these two entities, that is PPPL as well as Acres, it was around 70,000 crores.
So 70,000 crores of GDV has got added to Prestige now?
No, total GDP of those entities. So in Acres, it is 49% what we have acquired. So 23,000 was in Acres. So 50% we have acquired additionally. So 12,500 in Acres. The total GDP is getting added in the console. And in PPPL, the total GDP was 47,000. 16% we have acquired. So close to 6,500 crores is what we have. It will get added.
And how much you are paying? I think 1,100 is the total. How much is the total payout for the
total payout is around 330 crores and 494 crores. So close to 820 crores.
330 and 290.
494. 330 and 494.
494. So you are basically adding 800 crores is the outgo and approximately 22,000 crores of GDV addition. 20,000 crores of GDV addition.
Yes, sir. And you can fairly assume around 40% EBITDA for these two entities. Average margin in these two entities, EBITDA margins.
Got it, sir. So approximately 8,000. So you're paying out 824 and you are adding 8,000 crores of EBITDA. And any debt on these entities which will come to us?
That debt is already consolidated, Parikshit. So whatever debt numbers we show is the total debt. So the minority we don't deduct. So subsidiary we take care of 100%. So reported number is 100%. So in the consolidation, whatever happens in the future, additional debt won't come. It is already reported.
So 800 crores versus 800 crores payout, you are adding almost 8,000 crores of pre-tax EBITDA, which can be, it will take over 4-5 years to materialize.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it. Thanks a lot. And those were my questions. And wish you all happy Diwali. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Yash from Stallion Asset. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
So I just wanted to ask, out of the 52,000 crores GDV launches that are there in the next 6 months for this financial year, how much would it be in Q3 and how much would it be in Q4?
Yeah, so approximately 25,000 crores should come in Q3 and the remaining should come in Q4.
Okay, got it. So, sir, if I assume that about, let's say, 55 to 60% of the launches is pre-sales, then broadly, sir, I just feel that in second half, your pre-sales will be much, much stronger. It will be about, around 24,000 crores of pre-sales just for the 2 quarters. Is my calculation right?
Yeah, that's why Mr. Razak said we will surpass our guidance. But having said that, we're being conservative and we'll make sure that we achieve what we guided.
Okay. That's good. So that we're expecting a very good, pre-sales next quarter. Thank you for that. And so last question is there any plans from the management for the IPO of the hospitality business?
Yes.
Work in progress. We need to inform as we go along. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear.
Yeah. What Mr. Razak said was, we are in the midst of working on it, and we will make sure that it happens.
Okay. Got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Kunal Lakhan from CLSA. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon. Just firstly on the launches again, like so in October, have you launched anything so far of this list that you put out?
Not yet, Kunal. This will be closer to the end of maybe mid or end of November and beginning of December. Our launches will begin.
First launch will be Prestige White Meadows.
Prestige White Meadows will be our first launch.
Okay. And so I'm assuming that since you're giving a guidance of 25,000 crore GDV for Q3, a fair bit of these launches you should have already applied for RERA approvals. If you can share those launches where you have already applied for RERA approvals, if that helps.
We'll be applying now, so very soon we'll be logging in for approval.
Okay, sure. Okay, and my second question was on, besides the 4 transactions that we did, and besides PPPL, any more subsidiaries or associates where, say, the promoters have a considerable stake that, again, these entities can come up for a purchase later on?
I think only one more entity, which is Prestige Nautilus. I think so where the promoter is holding 39% stake. So that also, as Mr. Razak told, in the future we may look at consolidating and make it 100%, transfer all the promoter holding to the main entity. But not currently, maybe in next couple of quarters.
I thought that's Triple PL where Nautilus lies.
Nautilus is a separate entity. It's Prestige Falcon Mumbai. If you see the list of subsidiaries, it is housed in a SPV called Prestige Falcon Mumbai.
Okay, 39% stake.
Yes.
Okay, understood. And my third question was on, if you look at slide 25, right, the whole commercial build-up. So if you look at 28, 29, I'm assuming these are the BKC and the Mumbai assets, commissioning, and that's why the sharp jump in rentals. Just wanted to understand where we are in terms of execution. Firstly, and secondly, in terms of when do you expect the leasing to start for these assets?
Thanks, Kunal. On that portfolio, those projects are under construction. As you know, there is a certain period of time that it will take to put those buildings up, which is why the rents are staggered towards FY28 and FY29. Having said that, we're getting a lot of interest from a lot of multinationals and institutions, and we are actively pursuing these. We will talk more about it and maybe finalize these deals later on. I think it's quite premature to pre-lease these. But having said that, we are open to any opportunities. Our focus right now is to complete the construction of all of these assets. Financial closure also has been reached for these assets. I'm happy to note that the construction of the rehab for the Prestige at Mahalakshmi has been completed, and we should be getting the OC also within, I think, next month and a half, and start handovers to all the rehab tenants over there. As well as in BKC 101, the construction of the rehab is also progressing very well, and we're very happy with the kind of product that we're delivering over there. So everything is on track, and we should be able to execute and start leasing the space out also sooner rather than later than FY28.
Sure. Just one follow-up on that. So, considering the BKC, the 2 BKC assets, right, considering the supply itself in BKC remains, kind of constrained, would pre-leasing mean giving it a discount? I mean, considering the
No,
supply.
not at all. Not at all, Kunal. I think the rates over there are pretty, strong. And we will look at something close to 400 rupees per square foot. And that's what we will be benchmarking against.
Sure. And it's safe to say that FY26 is when you'll probably start this pre-leasing exercise, or?
Yeah, that should be around when we start pushing it more.
Great. Thanks a lot, and happy Diwali to all of you. Thank you.
Happy Diwali to you too.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Puneet from HSBC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congratulations on your fundraise. Is there a timeline that you have in mind to deploy all that you've raised?
In terms of QIP, whatever proceeds are there, mainly the debt portion maybe by December will be fully deployed, whatever we have earmarked for repayment of debt.
Okay.
As far as land also by December, March, it should be fully deployed. Only the capex portion may take a little bit longer by June or September with the timeline we have in mind.
Understood. And on the Mumbai assets for BKC, what is the construction cost and how much have you spent so far?
Can we get back to you on this?
Yeah, sure. The second is, you also talked about mega launches in Indirapuram, almost 10,000 crore of launches in one shot. Is that how one should think about these launches, or will it be in a staggered manner?
No, it's as and when we get the RERA number, we will launch these. We're not going to wait to stagger any launches as such, because each of them are in different geographies and different regions, and there's a huge pent-up demand for each of these projects. So if you look at Indirapuram, yes, as you said, it's about 10,000 crores GDV. Kadamstan, Bangalore, 6,000 crores. Pallava Gardens around 3,000 crores. So each of these are, I think, unique and regions are different. So we'll launch it as and when the RERA numbers come.
No, I understand. But what I'm trying to say, for example, Indirapuram, which is a 11.5 million square feet developable area, and
sorry, unable to hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Something, for example, Indirapuram, which is 11.5 million square feet developable area and 10,000 crore worth of GDV, will you open up the entire project for sale at one shot, or will you do it in phases?
Yeah, we have a business plan. The total realization will be 10,000 crores, and as and when the sales come in, first in, first out. My inventory will be ready, so my approval will be for the full asset. It won't be split.
Understood. And lastly, if you can talk a bit about your Q2 construction spend seems to be a little lower than Q1. Anything to read into that in terms of approvals for construction, or do you think it should pick up from Q3 onwards?
It is just slightly low, nothing to read that approvals and all that. I think so. Some last minute certifications of the contractor bills and all that. But I don't think so any concern on the construction progress.
So approvals are all fine because you are very fast growing organization, so flattish number looks low, that's why.
No, approvals are in place.
Okay. That's all from my side. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Biplab Debbarma from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Season's greetings to you all. So my first question is on the approval.
Mr. Biplab, may I request you to please speak a little louder and use your handset mode?
Yeah, am I louder now? I'm actually using handset.
Yes, we're able to hear you.
Yes. So back to approval. Sir, how do you see the approval-related risk? Is it manageable? By manageable, I mean most of the launches will happen as per our schedule, or it is a bit, kind of uncertain, which means there is a good possibility of delay in launches happening? And why suddenly approval across the market has become an issue? That's my first question.
Well, we are trying hard. You see, everything, all approvals, that plans that have been logged in is all as per the law. Sometimes, across the country, there'll be some election or the other, there'll be some distraction or the other, and then the officials are assigned to some other duties. But I do believe now that after Maharashtra, which is in November, there should be no problem whatsoever, and everything should start rolling in, and I don't see any issues. But this has been, from the last 1 year, this has been the distraction, but hopefully it will all fall in place now. Yes, if the approval doesn't come, obviously we can't launch, because if you don't have a RERA number, there's no way that I can launch the project and get revenue. But I think the teams are working hard, and I think all likelihood they should get the approvals and we should get the number and we should launch.
Okay, that's good to hear. And regarding the status of three projects, three capex projects, Delhi, Aerocity, Mahalakshmi and BKC projects. Sir, when do we expect them to be fully operational?
Sir, 2028.
All
that
the
is
three
the Mahalakshmi as well as BKC. And as far as the Delhi dial, we should be ready in 2025 and operational in the first 2 quarters of 2026.
That's great news. Thank you, sir, and season greetings to you all.
Thank you. Season greetings. Happy Diwali.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Murtaza Arsiwala from Kotak Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Just a question, an observation rather, both in terms of the business development that you've shown, as well as the launches. There is a fair amount of Hyderabad projects, more so in the new business development. Recent data points that we're getting on Hyderabad is sales are a bit soft or weak, to put it politely. Is there a concern? Can you give us some flavor on, how activity levels in Hyderabad are in the context of the projects that you've taken up?
Yes, sir. As far as the company is concerned, Hyderabad is selling well. Yes, for about 2-3 weeks, there was a blip on some scare about some Hydra which was going on. It was a rumor because that was only pertaining to people who had built built properties without approvals on the lake beds. Our company has never done anything like that ever. And we have all the approvals in place. So the customer, there was a bit of scare. But it's back to normal. And all projects, whatever the company is doing, like you see, Beverly Hills is almost sold out, 3 flats left. Triangle, there's some 3 lakhs flats left. Even Claremont, which has just come out of the ground, and we have come to the only podium parking levels. We have almost sold 80% of the inventory. Even Prestige City, which is a mammoth project, 4,700 units, we've already sold 3,000 units. And every week we are selling. I don't see any problem whatsoever. Of course, there are new launches, only 2 big new launches which are planned. One is the Prestige Spring Heights, and the other one is the prime area in Banjara Hills, which is the Rockcliffe. Now, Rockcliffe is a premium luxury development, whereas Spring Heights is again targeting the mid-income audience. So I don't see any problem at all. The traction is good. And yes, Hyderabad, what you're saying is right, where the sales are slow is where somewhere developers in Hyderabad lost sight of the product itself and started building some very, very large units like 5,000 and 10,000 square feet and 8,000 square feet. Now that ticket size will be pretty huge, quite massive. So those are actually slowed down, and fortunately for us in the company, we don't have any such ticket size in our thing, including our villas. So I don't see any stress for us.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Pritesh Seth from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Just, couple of questions. Firstly, sir, on the market dynamics, are you seeing any particular pain point for certain ticket size, across the markets? And what would be your focus segment, from ticket size perspective? Just for example, like you had a launch of Raintree Park this quarter. How happy you were with the response, considering it was mostly 3 crore plus kind of ticket size. How happy you are with that response, and what you see as an outlook for that kind of category in Bangalore?
You see now, if you ask particularly pointedly on Raintree Park. Now, Raintree Park is a total of 1,368 units. You start only with 3-bedroom, go to 4-bedroom and 4-bedroom large. So these are all ticket sizes 4 crores and above. Okay, 4.5, maybe even 5 crores. Now, what happened was we didn't have a mix of the 2-bedroom units. Now we are doing the next phase at the back. We've got more land that's going to be called Evergreen at Raintree Park. This project has already been designed, and that will come up with the smaller and medium-sized units. Now, if you ask me how happy I am with the response, I think we're extremely happy because we have almost sold about more than 2,000 crores as of today of Raintree Park, and that's about almost 60% of the inventory. 50% is the inventory, which is quite large, substantial, because these are high-ticket value items. And high ticket always takes a little more time for customers to decide. But the good news is, because the location is good, because the overall design was good, we were able to sell, and we continue to sell. So we don't have any concerns. We have sold 600 plus units as of today, as against 1368, which I thought was a very good score. And I believe that the rest of the units also, because we just launched, and I believe that there should be no difficulty. And when we come in with Evergreen, that should be a sellout immediately, as so also is the Southern Star, which again is mid-income.
Sure. And does that mean that, generally we were used to seeing sellout kind of launches last year? Would you also...
Grove, we did sell out Park Grove, but then that had a single bedroom, it had a 2-bedroom, it had a small 3-bedroom. So now that category was missing in this product. It was a completely premium upmarket, say premium to luxury product, and it was all a ticket size of 4 crores above. So hence the traction will be, I would say, for what the size and the ticket size was, the traction has been brilliant, and I don't see any pain point on that.
Sure. And your focus segment would be, 2 BHKs, 3 BHKs, or you would still, depending...
Have to blend ourselves. This one, because the location was such, we planned it like this. Now the one right behind that, so I can't do the same, more of the same. So I have to keep on sort of tweaking the product and making it acceptable. So the next product that will come will be having a blend of 1, 2, 3, all of that, you see.
Sure. That's perfect. And second, since you highlighted about, Maharashtra getting into elections in November, do you see any risk of, approvals delay in Nautilus, or we are fairly in advanced stage and it's just a matter of time? And second,
anyway, we were not planning it for this current quarter. We are planning that for the following quarter, and I don't see any delay there. And that is, inshallah, we'll launch that in the next quarter.
Yeah, and progress on Jijamata Nagar, sir? Should we see launch in FY26 most likely, or it's still...
Progress. First step, let me get the entire place cleaned up. As of today, if you'd like to know the progress, we have cleaned up almost 70% plus of the tenements, and only about 27-28% is left over. And I believe that the rest of it should get cleaned out by end of December. We'll have a flat piece of land. Parallelly, we have started the planning process. Once the planning process, for us that's a huge responsibility, because we have to build 4,000 homes for all those people who have exited. And so that will be the first part. Second part is the 4 sales units. There will be a retail mall there. There will be hotel as well as residential.
Sure, perfect. That sounds good. That's it from my side. All the best and happy Diwali to you and your team. Yeah.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Abhinav Sinha from Jefferies India. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. First,
Hi, Abhinav.
Hi, sir. So just following up on the previous question from Pritesh. In Bangalore, we have seen, sharp jump in pricing, and you're also selling units at 4-5 crores. I think which is maybe 3x or 4x of what we used to see a decade back. So from here on, do you think, pricing growth will slow down, or, we should still see double-digit pricing growth? So that's one. And secondly, similarly, we have not seen much movement in office rents, but how are they trending in Bangalore now?
Abhinav, we don't want the price to jump too fast. It's already jumped up now. Since the market was accepting a certain price, we didn't want to let go of the opportunity. So that's why the Raintree Park has got us an average of around 14,000 rupees a square foot on super built area, not on carpet area. But of course, the product also will be as good. I don't want the price to go up much more than this. And definitely all the other launches will be in line with what the market is. The next big launch will be in Bannerghatta Road, off Bannerghatta Road, which is Begur, which is Prestige Southern Star. Once the approval and the RERA comes there, we'll launch that. And we do have one of our old projects which had got into some litigation. Was one tower which will be launching of Prestige White Meadows. Even that, everything is in place. I should get the RERA number either today, if failing which by Monday, and we'll launch that this quarter. And these are the two big launches for Bangalore, apart from a plotted development called Prestige Sunset Park, which is in the IVC Road. But pricing, for sure, we're very, very conscious. At the same, while we protect our margins, we don't want those super margins and then shoot ourselves in the feet. We want to definitely see that the consumers also gets a fair deal.
And sir, on office rents in Bangalore, what's the outlook?
I think we are pretty much full with whatever we are building. There's no vacancy as such. There is only a project that is coming up, which is the OC has to come, and it's work in progress is the Lakeshore Drive, which is, I think the teams have more or less closing out on some 2-3 large deals there. And we have, I think just this morning my team was here, and they were talking about saying, they said we've done some 5.2 million square feet of leasing in this calendar year, which is pretty huge. And they say we'll do another million or so by the end of the year, which is quite big. We do have a product called the Prestige Tech Cloud. We've leased out 1 block, and then 3 blocks we are doing a build to suit for a data center. There are some 2 buildings which is already, as far as the company is concerned, which is Tata sold. So there is, if the rent comes also, only we'll have the arbitrage. More important is to protect our investors. We have to see that this gets leased out as soon as possible. And I think November will be a defining month where we've got some 1 or 2 large occupants who are seriously considering this park, and that also should get occupied.
Overall, our occupancy is around 90% across the portfolio. That delta is only because the SkyTech there's some vacancy, and that will also get leased out.
SkyTech in Hyderabad. Any more questions? Hello?
The current participant has been dropped. So the next question is from the line of Yash from Stallion Asset. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you again for a follow-up opportunity. So my question was that out of the 52,000 crores, GDV, the launches that you have, do you have RERA approval for majority of them, or like what percentage of them have RERA approval already?
No, we're in the midst of...
RERA approval, we would have already launched it. Because we don't have it, we are stuck.
Okay, so all of them have RERA approval, basically.
Approval for even 1 rupee of the 52,000 crores.
Okay, got it. And so
this time you should see us launching these projects. By then, you should have RERA for a few of the projects that we mentioned that we launched for Q3.
Right. And so just, I know you've answered the question before, but I just sort of understand it a little bit better. So the 52,000 crore GDV that we have, I'm assuming that half, about, let's say 50% of them are converted from launches to pre-sales. So that'll be about 25,000. So, so H2, basically your pre-sales can be about 20 to 25,000, right? Just broad numbers for the second half.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
But our guidance and target remains the same for the year.
Got it. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Rajiv Venkatesh, who is an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Sir, I have a couple of questions. Are we building a new portfolio for data center? Because I don't get much of any response on the data center, especially in Bangalore, Mumbai, and Chennai location. Are any hyperscalers contacting us to build these type of data centers?
Hi, Rajiv. We are very agnostic and we are very open to exploring new opportunities. But having said that, we've done a build-to-suit for a company called entity, and we are building their data center for them, where we sold the land and took the contract to build it for them. So with that, we'll build some expertise. But that operations of a data center are completely different, and it's not our expertise. So we're happy to partner and look at opportunities on a case-to-case basis.
Okay, and on the hospitality business demerger, I hope you consider the retail shareholders also and give some sort of shareholder quota for considering the retail investors.
It is too early right now. We are in the structuring process. In fact, once the structuring is done, after that we'll take the board approval and then maybe appoint the bankers and all that. So maybe how much will be the retail quota or for the existing shareholders, we'll figure at that point of time once we more advanced.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Aditya Chandrasekhar from UBS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. Just a very quick question. So, there was a project called Prestige Oakville in Bangalore, which was an upcoming project in the Q4 PPT of around 4.8 million square feet. Just wanted to understand what that project is because I can't see it in the latest PPTs. Sorry if you've already mentioned something about this in the previous quarter. I didn't listen, but anything there will be helpful. Thank you.
No, that's a good observation. We have dropped that project.
Okay. Did we already have that land or that was just something that was under discussion but never kind of went through?
Was supposed to be a JDA, but we dropped that project.
Got it. Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you and happy Diwali.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Sabu from Nippon AIF. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Just one thing which was previously mentioned. For the Hyderabad market specifically, if I look at it, that, for our portfolio, that seems to have one of the highest inventories. Whereas versus if we look at other geographies like Bangalore or Mumbai, our sales traction has been pretty strong. But Hyderabad is something which ranks higher proportionately on the basis of inventory. So any particular reason for that and, what our sales strategy is going forward?
Our sales strategy is pretty simple and we are very positive on the Hyderabad market. Last year, if you looked at our overall performance, we did about 5,000 crores from the Hyderabad market. And, I think there is growth from that number onwards. So based on that, we are also building our opportunities and bringing in a pipeline because we feel in the next 5 years there's a huge scope to increase from that number. So that's how you will see us looking at the Hyderabad market going forward. And our approach to designing the products and specs remains the same. We will cater to a ticket size which is in the mid segment, and also we'll give some premium luxury products as well. We are looking at diversifying into different asset classes in the Hyderabad market as well. So that is our approach towards the market, and will remain the same. We are very positive on the Hyderabad market.
Understood. And just as a second question on a broader industry perspective, see what we are hearing from also other developers, that everyone is having H2 as very launch heavy, season, including, yourself also. So, do you feel that we may be in a situation where then there is suddenly an oversupply in the market because everyone is, because as has been mentioned before, the RERA approvals for a lot of projects are set, and most were waiting for H2. So just your perspective on that. That's it from my end.
So we feel that the demand will be way more than the amount of supply that will be able to come into the market. In terms of competition, yes, there will be a lot of products in the market, but Prestige product stands out from its peers. So on that way, we're very secure and happy with the kind of offering that we're bringing to the table. And there's a lot of pent-up demand for the projects in each of our locations, and that gives us a lot of confidence on our performance once they're launched.
Understood. Sure.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Yash Gupta from ThinkSide Advisory. Please go ahead.
Sir, my first question is on Jijamata mixed development. In this quarter, we have given the breakup for the Jijamata. Can you throw some light on it, and what will be the total GDV of this project?
Hi, Yash. So as Mr. Razak mentioned, we are in the phase of acquiring and cleaning up the land and clearing out all the tenements. About 70% has already been cleared, and the balance 30% is left, which should be done in the next few months. After that, we will go into project planning and approval. We have already envisioned it to be a mixed-use asset with a hotel, mall, and residential. In terms of GDV for this, Amit will provide some numbers.
We are expecting to realize close to 60,000 per square feet, and close to 20,000 plus crores of revenue share of GDV will be realized from the project.
Okay. So second question is on the launch of the H2 launch that we are looking for. A lot of this project, I think we have taken it from the NCLT, like I think in NCR Indirapuram was also from NCLT. So what could be the EBITDA margin for this project?
Can you just repeat the question? We must take.
Sir, my question is on the launch of that 52,000 crores of launch that we are looking in the H2 of FY25. A lot of this project we have taken it from NCLT. So I think the margin would be higher in those projects. Like Indirapuram is also, I think we have taken it from the NCLT. So overall, I just want to understand what could be the EBITDA margin for this 52,000 crores of the launch that we are looking for.
I don't think so. We have taken all these projects from NCLT. Directly from NCLT, we have taken just one project, which is the Prestige City, Mumbai. But having said that, the margins will be in the range of 35% for whatever we have given the guidance. So the 52,000 crores of launches.
This is the operating margin?
Gross margins, yes. And EBITDA margins are around 30%.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Happy Diwali to your team.
Happy Diwali.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Karan Khanna from Ambit Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Firstly, a very happy birthday to you, Mr. Razak, and season's greetings to the entire team at Prestige Estates. So my first question is on the residential segment. How are you thinking about business development in the NCR market, considering you have about 3 launches that are planned for second half of this year? What kind of future aspirations do you have in the NCR market? And if as a follow-up, you have about 52,000 crores sort of launches that are planned in second half of this year and 16,000 crores of inventory on the balance sheet. Of this, you're expecting about 24,000 crores kind of a pre-sales velocity in second half of this year. So how are you thinking about business development aspirations in FY26 for the company across markets?
Thank you firstly for your greetings. As far as we are concerned, we are now relentlessly working hard to see whatever projects that are there in all the geographies that we have, the approvals come as soon as possible. As I said earlier, and I'm repeating it again, these all have been drawn up as per the rules of the local bodies of those particular cities, and it's only a function of how quickly we can push these and get them out. And yes, business development, what we now, since we've got this huge amount of inventory sitting there, first focus would be to see that these come to market and they get launched. And once they get launched, there are opportunities. The only thing that we do not want to do is get any development riding the upper side of the wave and make wrong commitments in terms of commitments for this thing. Now, for instance, in Bangalore itself, even yesterday we registered one particular piece of land in Whitefield, which is again the phase 3 of my Raintree Park, where I believe the traction will be amazing. So we are very careful on the overall commitments that we make on BD, and anything that comes sensibly, anything that gives us, we believe will give us correct bottom line, as well as we'll be able to give a good offering to the customers. These are the projects that we are touching, whether it's NCR, whether it's Mumbai, whether it's Bangalore or Hyderabad. The strategy is the same, and we'll continue to do that. We don't want to do business on a compulsive manner or an impulsive manner. We'll be doing it properly measured, calculatedly, and if things come our way properly, we will touch it. If it doesn't come our way correctly, we'll leave it. But then there is a pipeline. We are creating pipeline in all cities, including Chennai.
Sure. This is useful. Just a follow-up, sir, you've spoken about markets like Thane and Panvel in the past. So any potential business development that we can see in these markets, because most of the other listed developers and also large unlisted names are operating and perhaps adding projects in this market?
Yeah, we are. In fact, we are talking about some land in Thane as well as in Dahisar. These are some of the geographies that actively we are negotiating. And if it comes at reasonable and good terms, we'll probably buy these lands, and it's a work in progress.
Sure. My second question on the leasing portfolio, you have about 25.5 million square feet of leasing pipeline in Bangalore and Mumbai that is coming online in next 2 to 3 years. Given that annual leasing in these cities is around 15-16 million square feet each, do you anticipate any potential challenges in terms of leasing, especially with some of the competitors also accelerating their expansion in the commercial real estate segment?
No, not at all. It all depends on location and product. We also have our tenants and our clients who are loyal to us. Of course, as long as I give them a good product within the time and a proper pricing, I think across geographies. See, now if you take the case of Hyderabad, which Zaid talked about, Hyderabad market leasing is very poor. But in spite of that, out of 2.2 million square feet, we have leased out 1.3 million square feet. When I talk about these numbers, it also includes my landowner share. And we've got a little under 1 million square feet remaining to lease out in Hyderabad. And we are also talking to 2-3 tenants at the same time. And I think by December, we should almost be near full. So it depends on the product, it depends on the location, price, and of course your relationship with your various customers. And that's what's the winning point, and I don't see any stress in leasing out space.
Sure. That's it from my side. Thank you, and best wishes to the entire team.
Happy Diwali, guys.
Happy Diwali, sir.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Shivam Prashad, who is an individual investor.
Yeah. Hi, so thanks for the opportunity. So I would like to know about the PAT margin percentage. You spoke about the EBITDA margin on your 50,000 crore thing. What is the PAT margin on that?
PAT margin.
Can you just repeat? You're not audible, Shiva.
Yeah. Now am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you spoke about the 30-35% of the EBITDA margin thing. what would be the PAT margin on that, the 50,000 crores GDV?
It will be close to around 15 to 18% on the residential segment. So if you see in the residential segment, we are guiding around 30% EBITDA margin. The final PAT margin, PAT will be around 15 to 18%.
Okay, thank you very much. Just that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Deepak from Delta. Please go ahead. Mr. Deepak, your line has been unmuted. Please go ahead with your question. The line for the last participant has been dropped. So we would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you again once more for all the insightful questions and the active participation. We enjoyed all your questions. If there's anything else that you'd like to know, any clarifications, we're always available. Zaid and Amit will be there. And of course, now wish all of you a super Diwali and a happy New Year. And may the New Year bring in more joy in all of our lives, and may we trade better. Thank you so much.
Very happy Diwali.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Axis Capital Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.